Okay, so this is the Tenyo pedal collection. This is just going to be a speed glimpse. I'm not going to actually demonstrate anything. If you remember last year, I showed you the Willie Wessel version of this set. And I found that in fact Willie Wessel's pedals, because they're made from wood, are just a little bigger. And so the Tenyo ones are actually easier to perform with. But I didn't spend enough time, I don't have enough time to really do justice to each routine, so I'm just going to talk about each routine very quickly, just to give you a sense for this. If I was more of a magician, I would actually perform each effect. There's 11 effects, and but that would take too long, and I'm not going to do it. I've got too many other videos to do. So you have to bear with me, just a quick glimpse. The first one is a simple effect called warm up, and this is easy to do and short and sweet, and it's uses this pedal. The next effect is called solo, and this uses this pedal here. And this is quite a step up from the warm up. You know, if you were actually learning these in chronological order, you would start with warm up, and then you'd go on solo, and you say, "Oh, this is much better." And it works out pretty well. The next effect is an effect called duet, and that uses these two paddles. And this is certainly more involved, but it's quite a baffling and interesting routine if you want to put the time in. Again, still pretty straightforward. The next routine is a routine called trio. And actually trio 1, there's actually 3 trios in the selection, and trio 1, it sounds very interesting. It uses this pedal here, but I'm not convinced I could ever make this look good. This is, I think, beyond my skill set, and I'm not sure if the spectators would be. I'd like to see a pro do this and have see the reaction from the spectators. I just can't sell it. Trio 2, which is the 5th routine, this is very different from Trio 1. This uses this pedal here, and this is actually, again, take a little bit more practice, but it's definitely possible and quite amazing how you get quite a lot out of a single pedal. I think that's actually better than Trio 1. Then there's Trio 3, which uses this pedal. And this does not really work for me very well, probably for the same reason that Trio 1 doesn't. I just don't see it being that convincing. But maybe if I saw a good performance of it, I would be convinced. The next one, the effect 7, is an effect called Quartet 1. This is definitely too tricky for me to do well. It looks good, but I'm not very good at doing it. But I think done well, you could. There's actually a YouTube video of this, and it looks really good when it's done well. I know my skill set. Number 9 is Sextet, and this is based on the very popular Hot Rod, and it has a couple of extra features so you don't actually have to force. It's not a bad idea, it doesn't do much for me. Number 10 uses this pedal, and this is called Canon, and this requires a lot of motion of the hands in the right place at the right time. With effort, I think it could look very good, but again, a little too much for me. And number 11 is Concerto, which uses this pedal here. This is probably the most involved effect I would or could perform, And it's quite an amazing sequence of events for sure. But all of these, you know, some of these later ones definitely require more practice. But this is a glimpse. What do you want from the glimpse? Very nice package. Anyway, thank you.